Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. Very excited to be back out with you guys one last time before we set off on our big mission, everybody. The team is pretty much packed up. We're going to be loading the jackal onto the trailer sometime tomorrow, if not early Sunday morning, before we start heading up north to the game reserve, where we will be taking on the massive project of trying to trim the horns of near on 100 rhino over the next 10 days. Although it's going to be quite a thing. So we're quite excited about that, everybody. Obviously also a little bit nervous. You just hope that everything's all going to go well. But really happy to be back out here with you this afternoon for one last trip through the absolutely gorgeous Rietspruit Game Reserve before we head north. Just going to quickly say hello to our pack members that have joined us. Good afternoon, Carol. Hello, Di. Hello, Willow. Hello, Betty. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Michael. Hello, Brian. Good afternoon, Guido. Hello, Becky. Hello, Jan. Welcome, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. We have Basil on camera with us this afternoon, folks. And let's see who's out there, shall we? Sounds like at least 4 of the lionesses and 2 of the male lions were located this morning on Kai and Lovu as well, pretty close to the houses on that side of the reserve. So I'm not too sure where the 5th lioness and the last male lion might be. I, of course, haven't been out since Tuesday, so I've got some catching up to do. But I thought what we'd do this afternoon, everyone, is, because I'm not going to be able to do it for a while, do my favorite drive, which is down the Deep Slurt River. We'll start at Lamunda and Krip, check the reservoir just in case there's any sign of elephants or rhino, and then drop down into the river and just take that beautiful scenic slow drive down the river to see if there's any signs of leopard, but also just to enjoy that absolutely gorgeous stretch of river. So just a reminder, folks, for those of you that may have missed it earlier in the week, the keyword for this week is sunset. So for those of you keen on getting your hands on the awesome painted dog image, which I believe is on screen right now, please remember to submit the keyword sunset through to Painted Dog TV, and we'll fire off that picture your way. Now, we had some rain, folks, over the last 2 days. I can see it evidently on the ground here. Signs of the rain in this area as well. And there are some elephant tracks on top of the rain here. Basil, did you get a lot of rain last night?
It was decent.
Okay. But enough probably to have cleared the road. Let me just quickly hop off here, everybody, and have a look at these elephant tracks. It does appear to be just one elephant. Just want to try to see which way it's going. Looks like it was heading south, and it's one of the bulls. Maybe not. is heading north. You'll be surprised how difficult it can be sometimes to track elephant, because that toe, the middle toe, doesn't register very well, depending on the substrate, depending on whether you've had rain, which we obviously have had overnight. So you really have to be quite careful, pay close attention, and look at a number of sets of tracks until you figure out exactly which direction it's going. So it looks like this elephant bull was heading north, everybody. So perhaps did head towards Lemunduring area. There's also some relatively fresh tracks of a rhino that headed that way. It all looks like it might be, though, from this morning. But let's head that way and see if we find any further signs. Oh yes, indeed, guys. I am a very lucky man to call this area home and to come and explore this beautiful reserve with you guys so regularly. It truly is a very special place. My wife and I are very excited because we've started drawing up plans to build our house on Leadwood this year, which is a dream come true. It's a dream that's been waiting a long time to come true. So we are very, very excited. Oh dear. Now these elephant tracks are going south. Tracks of elephants going both directions, everybody. Well, we're going to stay with our direction. See what happens. Ah, there's a giraffe, everybody. A young bull by the looks of things, I think. I think it actually might be a female. It is a female. Beautiful. Just busy listening to the communication on the radio here, everybody, between Kevin and one of the guides on Kind Lowveld. They had a very interesting sighting a little bit earlier today. I think one of the female cheetahs with a cub, we're not sure which one yet, this is what Kevin's trying to work out right now, made a kill this morning, or rather sometime today, and the two male cheetahs then came upon this scene and apparently attacked the female cheetah and the cub. Now I presume they probably only did that to try and force the mother and the cub away from the carcass so they could have it all to themselves. I'm pretty sure that's all that happened, but Kevin's just busy trying to find out more information, and I think he's on his way there to go and see if he can locate them again, and just to make sure that the cub is okay, because it sounds like the guide that's reporting it says that the cub was attacked by the males as well. So yeah, a little bit of a concerning moment which occurred here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve, unfortunately an area I cannot get to, but I know that we'll hear from Kevin what's happened. He's like, as I say, everybody, he's on his way there now to go and try to figure it out. And all the while we're sitting here enjoying this absolutely beautiful giraffe. Di, sadly no, my family cannot travel with us to head up for the mass trimming, which is the only downside. of these trips like this. So it'll be 10 days apart from my wife and son. But yeah, we are very fortunate to have a really good family network and friend network around us here in Rietspruit. So my family will be well taken care of while I'm away. I'll just miss them dearly, of course. That's right, Michael. It's going to be the entire Poole family now on Leopard. So my dad obviously being the first 13 years ago, at the same time as Kevin. And then my brother, about 4 years ago, built his home on Leopard, and now it's my turn. So very, very excited that we'll have all of the Pooles together, all within about 500 yards of each other as well, which is amazing. A real privilege. Just wanted to wish a very, very, very special happy birthday to Elka. Happy birthday, Elka. I hope you're having the most wonderful day, and that your family are giving you lots of love and hugs and kisses and lots of presents. And here's a giraffe for you to start your birthday with us. We hope you have a special day and an amazing year ahead. Yeah, exactly, Carol. This will be the first time that I've spent more than a week away from my family in almost a year. But yeah, comes with the territory. And I don't do it very often. I'm lucky that I don't have to do it very often. I know there's many families that have either parent that'll spend extended periods of time away on work. Of course, the work we're doing is just so important, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. Goodbye, very pretty giraffe. Thank you. Lovely start. Very excited to tell you all as well that we have been updated here on the Jackal in terms of our technology. We finally have a base station radio in the Jackal, everybody. So you might notice the aerial here on the front left of the bonnet. So the aerial's been fitted and the base station is fired up and working in the vehicle. So hopefully that's the end of our radio troubles. Certainly makes me very happy. So a big thank you to VM, Eric, and one of the Leopard homeowners who's actually given us the base station radio. A massive help. Very chuffed about that. Right, now I threw on my jersey earlier because it was chilly as we got started. Now the sun's come out and I'm sweating again, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. Basil, I've got my earpiece out, so will you let me know if Matt's saying anything? Thanks, bud. My My pleasure, Mary. Once again, confusing elephant tracks. They were doing a bit of dust bathing here on the road, and the tracks are all over the place. Let's just quickly listen here for a bit, see if I don't hear any trees breaking, branches breaking. Can't hear them. These tracks here all indicate that they did go north though, towards the reservoir here. Go stop in there quick, have a look around. There's another giraffe at the reservoir, everybody. It's just tucked back into the tree line. Not too happy to see us.
You don't need to count yourself on from there if you're using the tire trap, as long as nobody else is. Just be related to the restrictions we have on language for the number of travelers. The updates are being emailed to our club that we're fighting somewhere near Contracted Road.
You can hear oxpeckers buzzing around this giraffe as well. Oh, no, don't go away. We're friendly, I promise. Okay. Giraffe's not happy to see us. Don't worry, sir, we won't bother you too long. Just looking to see if the elephants were here. They were. Let's quickly check with Kevin if he saw the elephants this morning. Kevin for Gareth. Was there a sighting of the elephants this morning?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll have a look at their pictures now.
Copy that. There's signs around Siskansite, the Mundurang Reservoir, but tracks going up and down. Thanks.
Those must be fresh then, because they weren't any there yesterday.
Yep, no, they're definitely fresh. Definitely fresh tracks of elephants. Some more elephant tracks down there. Elephant dung rather.
Moving northwest towards river. Overlook.
Might need to head down there, folks, and just go have a look. and see if these elephants are close by. I think what I'll do is I'll check that out and maybe check Kudu Krip, and then I can always come back and drive the beautiful Diepsloot River after that. Definitely not hearing them around here though. I'm certain these tracks are from this morning. And these elephants can cover ground pretty quickly if they want to. See more signs of the elephants on the road here again, everybody, where they were dust bathing earlier today. Lots of impala tracks on top of them here. You see how big and round that track is. It's obviously of a bull, but it's also him twisting his foot and moving his foot while he was trying to collect sand to dust bathe. But the whole herd was here. Definitely looks like they're headed down towards Kudu Krip. But some time ago, as I've mentioned, there's a lot of general game tracks on top of the elephants' tracks. That's also one of my favourites, watching elephants at water. It's always fun to see. Just kicking open some elephant dung here now, and it's cold to the touch. These signs are old, or I say old, they're from this morning. What's on the road there? It's a warthog. Was a warthog. Oh. Just the back end of the animal. The road there, everybody. Big male warthog just crossed the road there. goodness. There is a minute zebra up here, guys. I don't want to get too close because they're going to get spooked. I'm just trying to turn the car so that Basil can try and get this brand new little zebra foal here, everybody. Get it through this gap here. Look at that, everybody. That is very, very new. Is he nursing on mom? And look how fluffy the coat is. Man, that is so gorgeous. You can see that now. Hey folks, if you look at that coat, how rough it is, how fluffy it is, it's all fluffed up. I'd put that foal at a week to 10 days max. Oh, that was lovely. New life. Gorgeous little thing. Stay close to mom and dad. Looks like the elephants continued here towards Kudukrip. Doesn't look like the elephants came here, but look at this incredible drag mark here, guys, of a rhino bull that's marked its territory here. Look at how long that drag is. That's incredible. Now that's probably got to do with the rain. Because it rained last night, I think this rhino was just making extra effort to mark its territory. That's amazing. So he started at the water's edge and he dragged all the way to the hide, all the way out to the road and through the middle. That's very cool. Certainly did a good job. No sign of the elephants here. No signs of the elephants here either. Alright everybody, I'm going to give up on the elephants. I think they've gone further to the east, maybe south and east. But I can't hear them at all, so as I've mentioned, their tracks are from today, but early today. They could easily be 2 or 3 miles from here. You never know, I might not even be able to catch up with them with the amount of light remaining. So I'm going to go back to my original plan, everybody, and head down into the Rietspruit River. See who we can find down there. Tracks of the elephants are from this morning. Last tracks were Leopard Oos. Looks like they're probably headed south and east towards Leopard, that direction. Sounds like somebody else is having radio problems today. I'm glad it's not me. What a nice change. Territorial animals are usually very active after rainfall, as we've just seen back there at Kudu Krip with the white rhino bull. They need to remark their territory in a hurry after rain, because of course all of their previous scent has been washed away. Some of these animals scent folks, can be picked up even a month after it was first laid down on the ground or up against a tree or whatever it is, you know. And so animals like your rhino, your lions, your leopard become very active to remark that territory. It'll take them a couple of days, sometimes even weeks, before they can cover their entire territory. And I'm just intrigued to now see if we go down into the Deep Sloot River, which we know is like a highway for leopards at the moment. Is there going to be fresh signs of leopard having walked along the riverbed to remark territory? Saw the most incredible footage that was taken recently at one of the houses on Leadwood. In fact, the house right in front of my stand, of a massive male leopard that came up full light, mid-morning, and was scent marking up against a tree in front of this homeowner's house. And the leopard didn't know that the homeowners were there, and they were haunch down quietly filming this leopard. Just amazing to see. And he is a hunk of a leopard. I assume it's the blowbunk male. It's definitely not witgat, because it's twice the size of witgat, so it must be blowbunk, is my guess. I also, interestingly enough, had a leopard at the paddle courts 2 nights ago. Literally on my piece of land right next to the courts. So a little bit concerning, the children. But fortunately, that leopard never came anywhere near where all of us were at the courts. But yeah, we certainly live amongst leopards here. And I think with the rain we've had the last 3 days, they've been very, very active.
Getting mobile on Edward. Any updates?
Afternoon, Michael. I think there's a sighting of 2 male cheetah somewhere on Kaya, as well as 3 rhino, I think, on Kudu North on Kaya. Nothing reported on Blowbunk yet. I think there are now 4 Leadwood stations on Blowbunk.
Thank you very much. A copy.
Go, guys. Descending now to the Deep Sloot River. So beautiful down here. As you can see up ahead here, everybody, the elephants have created quite a roadblock here in the riverbed. This was some time back already, however. Good afternoon, Aurora. Lovely to have you with us. We're busy driving down my favourite riverbed on the Rietspruit Game Reserve and just enjoying the scenery down here. Had a bit of rain, so also just checking to see if maybe some of the leopards, rhino might have moved through here, marking their territory recently, which they often do after rain.
Michael and Leopard, number 5.
Saw some tracks on the road here, or in the sand here rather, but they just baboon tracks from this morning. Actually, surprisingly, very little tracks in the river here since the rain. So far, mainly just monkeys, baboons, and a nyala. Yeah, exactly, Carol. I've been thinking the same thing for a little while now. A lot can change in 10 days whilst we're away. It's going to be very exciting to come back to the Rietspruit Game Reserve after these 10 days and start to, you know, figure out what changes have occurred. Just love this spot in the river here as well, guys, especially at this time of the day. This is where the Antioch River meets the Diepsloot River. It's just so pretty. This little confluence. Found a lot of leopard activity around this confluence in the past. But I also just love the trees here. Some beautiful big fig trees and jackalberries and weeping boerbeens at this point. Also marulas. Evidently some rather large rocks to get over as well. The brown-hooded kingfisher here on this dead tree. Often see brown-hooded kingfisher here along the Diepsloot River. That's a gorgeous bird. Just waiting patiently. The movement predicts. I think particularly at the sand. So much easy to pick up. It sits on the open patch of sand. Probably 500 kingfishers advantage here. Also nice and cool down here. Jen, to answer your question, maybe I've seen 2-3 weeks. Quite late. I think not too long ago. You guys both zebra and giraffe. And I actually hang on one second. Sorry for just listening to that. And the cheetahs, they have been relocated. And they're all still pretty close together. The two males, female cub. Oh, that's beautiful. With the blue on the wing. I was just going to say though, folks, that Basil and I also saw a newly born bushbuck. Not too far from Mumba Dam this morning. This afternoon as we got started. Break up. Okay. You can see the tracks there that I was investigating, everybody. Those are baboon tracks. A troop of baboons were in the riverbed here earlier today. Sorry about the breakup there, everybody. Jennifer, to answer your question, yes, quite a few baby giraffe that have been born this season and reported across the reserve. I haven't seen one in a little while. The last one I saw was on Leopard, not too long ago, maybe a month ago. But yes, quite a few baby giraffe, which are always wonderful to see. Very cute. Good afternoon, Shanann. Lovely to have you with us. We're just busy exploring the Rietspruit River. Thought we might find some fresh tracks of leopards down here with the rain we've had over the last couple of days, but turns out zero. No leopard tracks. I'm going to leave the Rietspruit River now, everybody, and continue east. We'll go past Seskant Krip. Always a great time this time of the day for rhino around the waterhole. if there are any rhinos headed there for a drink. And depending on how things go, possibly even go drive a section of the Sunsloot River. Another beautiful river here. Michael, we are going exactly 600 kilometers northwest from the Rietspruit Game Reserve to the reserve where we will be doing the mass trimming. So quite a distance. It's probably going to take us about 8 hours to do the drive because we're quite a heavy load. And yeah, we'll just take it slow and safe. Porcupine tracks there. Right, next stop, Seskan Krip, which is just up ahead here. Yeah, look at the sky and the clouds, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. See Kevin and Greer are just up ahead here, as well as the Steinbachs by the looks of things. Now there's a vehicle full of lots of lovely people. Guten jij? Niks nie.
Looks like the elephants are there and
Okay.
just check now, they've just pinged it 42, so
Okay.
I'm going to head that way now.
What's going to be your route?
I'm going to go down here and on
Okay.
Sun Camp and then they were around here but I don't see them.
No. I'm just going to take a short walk around the crypt, see if there's any tracks, and then I'll probably follow you that way. Nice.
Go here and Seskan Bolt.
Say again?
Go Seskan Bolt.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Enjoy your evening. Kevin and Greer send their regards, everybody. Kevin was just telling me that one of the elephants pinged not too far east of here, so he's just going to go see if he can find them. I'm going to quickly hop off here, folks, and just have a look around the crypt itself, just to see if there's any leopard tracks. And then we'll just take a slightly different route and head the way that Kevin's headed. I'll be back with you shortly. I just want to turn the vehicle so that Basil can show you this amazing view that I spotted earlier of the Drakensberg. It's just stunning. Watch your head here, Basil. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right, I'll be back with you shortly, folks. Hope everybody's enjoying those spectacular views. What a gorgeous evening. But it is getting chilly. Temperature is dropping quickly now. Quickly throwing on a couple of warm items here, folks, and then we'll get going. buddy. Right, nothing to report at the crypt. The birds so chatty here. Pretty open around here, and I can't see anything big moving around. A whole bunch of birds alarm calling back there. Probably a mongoose or an owl. But I can't see either of those either.
Sensing blue bag number 6, and on my way to Camp North. Any updates about lion?
So it's rhino we have at Camp North. So
Tibo, the lions, 4 lionesses, 2 males were seen this morning around the houses on Kind Level.
Copy that.
Right, everybody, I've just been thinking about the elephants and where Kevin has told me the bull has pinged. It's actually still quite a distance. I don't feel like racing off for that. And to be honest with you, by the time I get there, it's going to be getting dark anyway. So I'm going to change my plan. I'm not going to head that way. I'm just going to take this road that runs parallel to Seskanpat here. Both the Witgat male and Kudukrip 2-3 female move through this area, as well as probably most likely the Blaubank male. Just see if there's any sign of that, but there's also some particularly good open grassland here. There were some recent rhino tracks at Seskankrip. Just see if we don't find any rhino along here as well. But a beautiful drive, beautiful road, amazing trees. Might just switch off and listen as well when we get back to the Seskankrip area. See if we don't hear anything. Thought I heard an alarm call there, but it's sounds like it's just some starlings calling. Glossy starlings.
Warren on Leopard, standing by for update. Warren, I'm not sure how many vehicles are on Blaubank, something else can update you, but I don't think there's any active sightings now. There was some rhino around the Seskank area, but they're not visible right now. And two cheetah males with a female. Copy that. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Colleen. location for the lions whereabouts?
That's a perfect leopard tree right there, if ever I've seen one. Absolutely beautiful marula tree with this wonderful limb that extends off the bottom of the tree towards the ground, making life very easy for a leopard to get up into that particular marula. Stunning tree. I bet I'm going to see a leopard in that tree one day. Oh dear. That is too funny. Just busy reading Jennifer's comment. Is that near Mumbo Crinkle Butt? That's quite good. Well done. That's the best one I've seen so far. Mumbo Crinkle Putt. No, we're nowhere near Mumbo Crinkle Putt at the moment. That's much further south and west from where we are. That was a goodie. Now the road that we're driving on at the moment is called Seskudu. Seskudu Pad. Which comes out at the next road called Witgat. And that's where this young male leopard that we're searching for got his name from. The Witgat male. Just going to stop up ahead here, everybody, for a moment. Just listen to the bush. What a beautiful evening. You see the big tree left side of the picture. Gorgeous tree, a shepherd's tree, everybody. Just a beautiful silhouette. So I've just pulled up the video footage, everybody, that was taken of this big male leopard on Leadwood 2 days ago at 5 to 8 in the morning. And I just wanted to show all of you the size of this cat and how awesome it is, how relaxed he was, until he eventually spotted the people in the house. They weren't really moving, but a leopard, of course, has incredible senses, so he picked up on it pretty fast. But look at how he's scent marking up against that tree there. Massive male. Right there, he noticed the people. Watch how he thinks off. Isn't that amazing, hey guys? So you see what he's doing there? He's using his subcutaneous glands on the side of his face, on the cheeks, to rub up against the tree like that. Just amazing. What a big hunk of a leopard that is. My goodness. A leopard in his prime. Oh, just awesome. And like for me, that's like so exciting because, as I mentioned earlier, this was taken at the house that's literally 60 yards, 80 yards in front of my stand where my house is going to be built later this year. I can't wait to be the one filming a leopard in my front garden. Beautiful, just listening to all the birds. Here now settling in. No alarm calls, however. No leopards rasping. Crested francolins saying good night. All right, everybody. Let's carry on. Yes, indeed, Carol. We can certainly have a garden safari once we move in. We can certainly arrange that. Di, unfortunately, leopards do cause harm to human beings, even when not provoked. There are a number of incidents that I know of in my time of being in the bush, where male leopards particularly, being opportunistic, often when they're injured, or often when they're old, will attack human beings, kill and eat human beings, if they're not caught in the act. They don't discriminate. Young children are the biggest concern. But a very close friend of mine, an adult woman, was attacked by a male leopard. Just sitting on her porch, hunched over, busy doing some painting. So you can never be too careful with leopards. So my garden is going to have a predator-proof fence around it, because I of course have a 3-year-old son, and I need to make sure that no leopard is ever going to be able to get into my yard and get too close to him.
Got no idea which direction they're from. Yeah, I think I have one now, Rory. I think maybe we can come closing down.
Just thinking now, everybody, about Kevin heading off to go find the elephants. He hasn't reported anything, so I assume they must be in some pretty thick bush. Kevin can't get to them. The male lion's on the move, however. I heard them roaring once while we were parked earlier, but a very long distance off, further to the east. Someone reported seeing one of them going down the eastern fence line, I believe. Just got excited there for a split second. Everybody, set of eyes low to the ground. It was a young wildebeest sleeping or settling in, which is why its eyes were very low to the ground. So I've just looked down at my phone again now, folks, and I see that there's quite a lot of comments about leopards. That attacking human beings. I think leopards are, I think they're more unique in that way. If you look at a leopard naturally, you look at its diet, they really don't discriminate. They have an incredible variety in their diet, from the smallest things like fish, frogs, dwarf mongoose, all the way up to obviously their larger prey being fully grown kudu, and everything in between. Leopards are incredibly opportunistic predators and adaptable to whatever it is they find within their territory, within their environment. They'll hunt anything. And when they pick up on movement of a human being, particularly a small human being, or smaller human being, and the human being or humans in that situation don't notice the leopard, what it's going to do is what it would do naturally. A leopard rushes in, grabs hold of its prey and rushes off, sometimes hoisting it into a tree. But if the prey is small enough, even if it was an antelope, for example, a young antelope or a smaller antelope, very often they rush in, grab it and rush off and go and conceal themselves, go and hide to then feed on their prey, on their carcass. And they'll do the exact same thing with a human being. There was a 7-year-old boy about a decade ago, not far from where we are here, who was playing on the stoop of his home. His dad was inside watching TV, but could see his son. He's only 15 yards away, outside the main door, playing on the stoop. And it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and a male leopard took that young boy off the stoop and ran down into the riverbed with him. And fortunately, his father noticed that incident. So the leopard had not realized, obviously there was someone in the house. The leopard had only seen this small boy just playing on his own on the stoop. And anyway, the father then chased after the leopard down into the riverbed, and the leopard eventually dropped this little boy only 100, 150 yards from the house and disappeared. And fortunately, that young boy survived. Not without a horrific incident, memory stained in his brain, and 50 to 100 stitches in the neck area along his back where that leopard got hold of him. Because of course we all know how powerful these cats are. And it's just a leopard being a leopard. Leopards are like that. They are incredibly opportunistic cats. And powerful cats. And stealthy cats. And that's why you can never, ever become complacent around them. Set of eyes shining back at me there, but it's a duiker. Exactly, Michael. That's all it is. It's a predator being an instinctive hunter. And look, I mean, it doesn't happen that regularly. These incidents are few and far between. Fortunately, these leopards have an abundance of regular prey available to them all over, their territories. We're the ones that have come and now built our homes inside their natural habitat. And we're the ones creating, you know, these, like I say, rare opportunities for these cats every so often. And the sad reality is these cats are then euthanized, because the risk is that if he catches one human and figures out how easy that was, he might do it again. And so we have to put that animal down. That's why these predator-proof fences that you can erect around your homes are so important. Don't allow these leopards to ever feel like they have that opportunity. Set of eyes back here that are hiding from me. Not sure exactly what it was, folks, but it's disappeared. May have even just dropped its head behind this bush, but I think it's a duiker. Copy. Thanks very much, Becky. All of us here at Painted Dog are always as safe as possible. We try and avoid ever getting ourselves into dangerous situations. But thank you for your concern. I do appreciate it. So, Di, to answer your question about a predator-proof fence, basically what it is it's about 10 strands that run away from your boundary fence, that are low to the ground, probably only that high off the ground, maybe a bit higher, but they are about 10 to 15 yards away from your actual electric fence to your boundary. And that stops a cat from ever being able to get close enough to you, then hire a fence line, which stands erect, obviously upright. It stops them from being able to get close enough to then leap over it. You then also, at a 45-degree angle to your upright fence, then put about another 8 strands of electrical fencing, electrical wires that run down, like I say, at 45 degrees. And that stops any predator from getting into your property. The key is you've obviously got to make a long enough distance and number of strands of electrical fencing away from your fence so that that predator's never ever going to be able to get into your property. I mean, I say never ever. Ultimately, if they were that desperate, they probably would find a way. Another thing you obviously have to be wary of is trees, particularly with leopard. You've got to make sure you don't have trees close enough to your boundary fence that they can climb up into and then leap from over your boundary. So that's why they call it a predator-proof fence, and they are very effective. So we will certainly be erecting one of those around our home here on Leadwood. Alrighty, folks. On that note, it is time for us to say goodbye. That certainly was a beautiful drive. I hope you all enjoyed it. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us, folks. Stay tuned as we now prepare to head up north go and help out a whole bunch of rhinos. I'm looking forward to that, folks, and hope that some of you can join us throughout the trimming next week, everybody. Obviously, just stay tuned to our social media. We'll keep you all posted as to how and when that's all going to happen. But there is already a bit of a schedule in place. And yeah, don't forget the keyword of the week, everybody. Sunset. Please submit the word sunset. And have yourselves a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wherever you are. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now, folks.